Hey friends, this is Glenna with Crafts by Glenna, and I have another fall project for you today. I am so excited to make these tier tray pieces. So I want to show you the colors I'll be using today. I will be using our eucalyptus and our rust and bark and camel. And these little wood cutouts are so cute. And they go on our tier tray. So if you have an autumn tier tray, these are perfect. Hey, Tina, your name shows up today. You must have figured out something. And also, before I start, I went shopping today. I decorate for the women's events at our church. And so I had to do a little shopping. And of course, I found some other things that I just had to have. So I wanted to share those with you before we start. Hobby Lobby's fall products are 40% off. But I want to share a little trick with you. If you shop in their wedding section, it's actually 50% off. And there are some fall items in there. So this I'm so excited about. Let me get it untangled here for a second. I found this garland, and it is supposed to be for wedding decor. And I just threw it in the bag and it's a tangled mess. So it has these burlap flowers on it, and it has 9 of them. And let me see if the tag says how long this is. It does not. But I'm guessing it's about 10 feet long. And so you could use this as a garland, but you can also clip the twine off in the back and put them on decor projects. So their wedding decor is 50% off. So this was $9.99. So at 50% off was $5. So that makes these about 50 cents each. You can't even get those at Dollar Tree. So I am very excited. I am going to be making a fall wreath this week. And so I'm going to be using some of these. And so I'll probably save some of it to use as garland, but you could just cut it wherever you want it and then just tie a knot at the end. It's so cute. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Tina. I was so excited. The other thing I found, and I love to put these on my tier trays. I always get one to go along with whatever season it is because they always have them at Hobby Lobby. It's these cute little cups. I think they're adorable. So this was a fall item, and it's $2.99. So that means it was $1.75, something like that. And it's really small, but it's so cute on a tier tray. You could even put some little pine cones in it or something. So I love these. I buy one. I have a white one. I have kind of a teal one. I have a red one. And I just switch them out when I switch out my tier tray. So I love that. The other thing I had gotten a gift card to Marshall's for my birthday, and I hadn't used it yet. It's for my boys. And I found these towels. And you guys know I love to ink on my towels. So look at these fall towels. There's a pumpkin. And then this one is kind of a waffle weave, and it's off-white. There's this beautiful rust. There's another off-white. And then there's this rust and tan and off-white. Aren't these gorgeous? And so that was 5 towels for $9.99. So I will be inking on these, and I'll do that on a live at some point. I think we will use the, I forgot what the transfer is called. Let me pull it out. It's the other fall transfer. That's for the tier trays. So we could use this on it, or we could also use this one. So this one is the Fall Minis transfer. This one would be cute. Be Thankful Always or Happy Harvest. You could even do Channel the Flannel. Love at First Bite. All of these would be so cute on the towel. And then these as well. So stay tuned because we will be doing those on another video for sure. Tina, I hadn't thought about chalking on the cup. I might have to do that. One of those fall minis would be super cute on there. Thank you for that idea. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make these, and normally they're made to just sit on your tier tray like this. However, you know me, I have to tweak everything. So I have an idea. So we're going to chalk them first, and then I'll show you my idea. So I'm going to open up my transfer here and cut these apart. So we just cut it. Let me make my screen where you can see my workspace better. So as I mentioned many times, I cut the silkscreen transfer. I do not cut the backing because that way when you put it back in the envelope that it came in, you can see all of the transfers when you look. And if you watched yesterday and I told you about how I store my transfers, it makes it much easier to find them when I can just look at them as they're on that little hook, and that way I can see every design in each transfer. So we're only going to use these 3 today, and I love that they have a distressed look. So cute. So I'm going to, we need to put some surface wax on these first. So let's do that. Get this out of the way. And then we will fuzz our transfer. So this is our surface wax. And this is our applicator. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wax both sides because I may chalk on the back. I haven't decided yet. That way it will already be done if I want to. So you just apply a little bit of wax. Ooh, and I didn't distress these. Maybe I need to do that. Because you know I love to distress everything. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having an awesome day. If you are following me on my Facebook page or on Instagram, we are doing a workout challenge in the month of August. And so Tina and Bonnie and I, all 3 got our workout in today. So yay for us. So I'm going to just heat this up a little bit. It just sets the surface wax a little better when you do that. Use my heat tool, then I'm going to turn my applicator over And I like to just fold it in half to buff these small pieces. I love how it brings out the grain in the wood when you use the surface wax. This one needs to be heated a little more. Yes, Tina, yay for us. Day one down. It does help to know that other people are getting in there and working out too. So if you want to join our little exercise challenge, you can find the details in my Facebook group. No pressure. You decide what your workout schedule is, how many times a week you want to work out, what kind of workout, even if it's just walking down the road and back, or if you have some chronic health issues, you can just walk to the mailbox and back. Whatever works for you. No pressure. So join us if you want to. All right, so now I'm going to do the back. And actually, I didn't check it first, but this transfer is only going to fit one way on these, probably. So if you guys watched when I did the lemon garland, I learned that the hard way. So we will only be chalking one side of these because the pattern is only one-sided. So this is actually the back on the pumpkin and the acorn. And I'll show you in a minute how to tell that. So Tina, thank you for asking. The rule for when to wax is anything that is a wood surface. If it is not a Couture chalkboard surface, it has to be waxed. Our chalkboard surfaces do not have to be waxed. They are also reusable, so you can clean them with your board eraser and reuse them over and over. Let me see. I've got one right behind me. I will grab it so you can see the difference. All right, let me get this out of the way. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is our chalkboard surface. And it's very high end. It's wonderful. You can clean it off. I'm keeping this through summer, and then I'll probably put something fall or Christmas on here. The bow I attached, it's also, this particular one is magnetic. So the bow that I attached is just on there with the magnet. So I can switch it out and make it something else. All right. So if you look at this, you can tell that that is not the right way. This one has to go like this so that the stem curves the right way. The pumpkin has to go like this to match the transfer, and the acorn has to go like that. So very important to get those straight before you start chalking. So Tina, you're asking what the board eraser looks like. Let me grab one because that is a great question, because I usually clean my transfers off the camera. So these are our board erasers. They come in a package of 2. They're similar to an eraser sponge. And so you wet it and you clean your transfer. So you clean the front and you flip it over and you clean the back, and then you let it dry, sticky side up, and that is what makes our transfers reusable. So if I wanted to change that board, I would wet this and I would just rub it on there, and it moistens the chalk paste and it comes right off. You just clean it up with a paper towel and you're done. You have a brand new fresh surface to chalk on. So it is one of the fantastic things, one of the many fantastic things about chalk couture surfaces. They are amazing decor pieces. All right, let me put this here and move this over here so that I'm in screen. And a little tip, when you are using a transfer that is mostly clear, this is the silk screen right here. You don't need to fuzz it a lot because there isn't much of a green area to stick to your piece of wood. So I only fuzz that one time because when I lay this down, I don't have very much green surface on there. I hope that makes sense. So I'm lining this up, and I always, on these kind, I always press from the middle out. And this one has a little bit of an outline that does stick to the cutout on the very edge, which is very helpful because that white is not wanting to stick. So you want to make sure that you have all of the air out of there, air bubbles. Just push it out really smooth. So I'm going to put all of these on at one time because I may use colors on more than one project. So I'm not even fuzzing this one because the last one just barely wanted to stick. So I don't want to fuzz this one. And I'm just making, I can see the wood piece through the transfer. I know you probably can't see that on the screen, but I can see it. So I'm just rubbing that down, making sure it's centered there. And then let's do our acorn. And I really wanted to try some of our newer colors on this, but then I decided I just want to stick with the fall colors, the natural colors of the acorn and the pumpkin, because these two I'm dying to use. This one is Shimmer Moonlight, and it has gold glitter in it. And then this is a dark green, and it's called Forest. I love these. So we will be using these on our tier tray pieces, which I will probably do in my live tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to use those colors. All right, so I'm making sure that this is down well. So this one, I'm going to use camel and bark. And I need to add bark to my list of things to order because I'm getting a little bit low. All right, so we're going to do the bottom part in camel. So we just spread our paste on just like butter. And making sure that I don't get into that upper part because I want that to be dark brown. So I just scraped off the excess. And now we will add our dark brown, which is called bark. It's kind of like painting to me. It just feels so therapeutic. So I'm using my mini squeegee cut in half so that I can get really close and not go into that next area. And then I'm going to go back, scrape off the excess. This would be really cute to put on a tier tray and then add some real acorns too. That would be really cute. I need to go out in the yard, and I'm not sure. I wonder what time of year acorns are on the tree. Probably not for another month or so. We have a lot in our yard usually. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, Tina, I'm so excited to do the tier tray items. They are adorable. Probably my favorite thing Chalk Couture has come out with since I've been a designer. They're going to be super fun. All right. Let's set this aside. And that transfer, like I said, is distressed. So all those open areas are actually supposed to be there, which is very in right now. If you go anywhere, you see distressed on everything. Oh, Tina, I'm so glad you ordered those. How fun. So much fun. So then when your order comes in, you can come back and watch the video and you'll know exactly what to do. All right. So the pumpkin, what I want to do is I'm going to use our rust for the pumpkin. This is a new color as well, and I love this. I love any olive color, but and then I'm going to do the stem in bark, and then I'm going to do this little curlicue. I don't know what you call that in eucalyptus. So I think I'm going to do these first. And I'm going to use my detail tool. Except I forgot to clean it when I cleaned my other things yesterday. So I'm going to just step over here and get it wet really quick. Get that paste cleaned off. I finally brought a water bin in my craft room to clean my transfers. I didn't do that for the longest time because I was afraid I would spill it all over. So far, I haven't. So we're good at this point. It does make it much easier. That way I don't have to go across the hall to the bathroom every time. So I'll try to remember this week and show you on one of my videos how I clean the transfers. I'll need to raise my camera up a little bit so that you'll be able to see it well. Okay, so this is our detail tool. I think it was yesterday I mentioned this in a video, and I posted a link for the detail tool. So I'll add that again today. We have a little kit, an artist tool kit, and this is one of the tools. I use these all the time. So I'm just going to try to get just the little stem part. Turn it this way. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. Just kind of painting that paste on there. And then let's do the little curly Q in eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. This color is so pretty. Can you see that? It's beautiful on home decor pieces, and it's very popular right now. A lot of people are decorating with that color. So I'm just going to get in here as close as I can. With my detail tool. All right, so now I am going to do what we call chalk and peel. I'm just going to peel up the part that I just chalked so that it doesn't dry in my transfer. Oh, that's so cute. While I do the rest. All right. So Tina, this is the other end of the tool. And what this is for is to go into your jar and clean the paste off the top of the lid, which I am, or the top of the jar. I'm terrible about remembering to do that. I need to go back in and do it. See, that's kind of gross. Because it dries up there. So if you go in and you scrape it with this, then that way your paste lasts a lot longer. And I just have not been good about doing it. So now when I get new jars, I start to do that. So that's what that is used for. All right, so let's open this gorgeous color. I haven't even used it yet, and it's so beautiful. I can't wait to use this. So when you open it, some people save this top piece of their paste. I don't. If you know me at all, you know I like quick craft projects. So I don't keep this. I do scrape off the excess from the lid. Don't want to waste any. That way we can use it all. But there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So now I'll show you. Thank you for asking, Tina. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to, sorry, you can't see my hands in the way. I'm just going to scrape around here like this so that it keeps it from the ridge of the jar. That way it doesn't dry on there. You could do an ombre look, Tina, and I thought about it. I may do it on the leaf. I haven't decided. Sometimes if you do ombre and you mix the colors, they turn into like just a brownish color. So I haven't done it in a while, but I should. We may try it on the leaf. All right. right, so let's use this luscious color. I just think it's so pretty. Gorgeous. To use my detail tool to get up there at the very top. Oh, this color is just beautiful. I love it. I think I'm going to, let's just use this. Get it right up in there. Again, it's just kind of like painting it on when you use the detail tool. Just helps you get in those really small spaces. All right, let's peel and reveal. Oh, Tina, that's a really good idea to do one color and let it dry. I haven't ever tried that. I should though. Oh, this is so pretty. I love that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, when you make this pumpkin, you have to do it in rust, bark, and eucalyptus. Those colors together are gorgeous. All right, so now we have our leaf. So what I might do is, since you're challenging me to do the ombre technique, Tina, maybe I'll try it. Okay, so let's use, I'm going to set this up here to let it dry, and I've got a little bit of paste on my workspace here. Okay, that rust is my favorite color. I love that. It's just gorgeous. Okay. So I think what we will do, let's see, I also have orange peel. Let me get out my, do I want to do orange peel? So this is our orange peel. This is rust. So then what do we want to put with it? Let's do these three. So we have orange peel, rust, and camel. So let's just mix those together. So my orange peel is really thick. Let's see if we can. All right, so I'm going to, I sprayed some distilled water in there, and we'll see if we can salvage this. I have not used orange peel since last fall, so it's been a little neglected, but it is working out great. I'm adding that water to it. If your paste gets thick, you just add distilled water. It does need to be distilled water. And you want it to be the consistency of pudding. Yes, I accepted the challenge. Oh, got to have you guys to stretch my creativity, right? I did do an ombre leaf last year, and I loved how it turned out. Or we could do Hot Mess. Maybe we'll do Hot Mess instead. So Hot Mess is where you just dab the different colors on and you kind of rub it together. Ombre is you do one color, then another color, then another color. So we may do Hot Mess. That one's more fun. Wash out my cloth a little bit. So I'm going to place one in the hands. All right. So I'm just cleaning my tools off here with my favorite Norwex cloth. You can use Lysol wipes to do this, but because I have some health issues, I have to use non-toxic cleaning. So I love my Norwex cloths. All right, so let's do Hot Mess. And the way we do that, you can find one of my little squeegees. Spatulas, not squeegees. All right. And if we're going to do this, we can mix in some bark also. So let's just go for it. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of bark and just dab it on. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put some on the stem. And I'm going to clean this off. And we'll use a little bit of camel. And then my favorite, the rust. Oop, I almost dipped it in the wrong one. Alright. I'm only going to put a little bit of the orange peel because it's really bright. So, oops, let's just dab that. Okay. So some people will just squeegee this off, and some people kind of rub it together with their finger just a little bit to mix those. We are going to try just rubbing it off with our squeegee. And hopefully I got enough on there. So let's just, and when you do this, you kind of want to clean your squeegee every so often. Oh, this is looking really good. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So I'm going to try to mix a little bit of that in. All right. Let's peel and reveal. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Thank you, Tina, for challenging me. That is really pretty. And look how pretty it looks next to this. Gorgeous. All right. So let me drop this in my water really quick. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these. Isn't it? I just love it. Gorgeous. And I am making a mess. Is anyone else a messy crafter? Boy, I am definitely that way. But I guess that's half the fun, right? Okay. I am going to, I wish I had something else to use this with. I don't at the moment. So I'll just clean that off. And let's dry this one. This one is mostly dry. This one is completely dry. So let's dry these really quick. I just love how that turned out. So if you turn it into the light, you can check to see if it's dry. So I am going to turn my handy dandy hot glue gun on. I have, let me go show you with the bigger screen. I love this thing. So I have a Ryobi Glue Gun. It has a rechargeable battery. Best thing ever for crafting. I love this thing. If you like, I can put an Amazon link in the description. I have had it for about 3 months, I guess. I love it. I use it all the time. I do recommend that you get the Gorilla Glue brand glue sticks because they seem to adhere a lot better. So I like those much better than any other brand I've used. So what I'm doing is, let me find, this is the tag that this came on. This is from Dollar Tree, and it's wired jute cord. So the reason that I'm using this is because it's got wire inside, so you can, it's like if you were arranging wire ribbon, wire edged ribbon, or flowers that have the wire in it so that you can bend them and do what you want with them. That's why I want to use this, because when you put this on your tier tray, you can bend this so that your pieces lay exactly where you want them instead of just going straight down the side. So most tier trays have a spindle or handle or something on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a little loop, and that will go over the top of your handle on your tier tray. So I'm going to make it fairly big so that it will wrap around the handle. And I didn't bring my tier tray in here, but I will tomorrow when I do the ride and I make the other tier tray pieces. So then what I want to do is I'm going to hot glue these onto the twine, kind of like this. And then I saw another designer use these. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to make a tassel out of twine. Mine never turn out exactly right. I always have a hard time getting the top of it to look the way I want. Ta-da! Pre-made tassels from Amazon. Your best friend when you're making the garland. So, this is a package of 20. I will put the Amazon link in the description. You do get a 5% discount, I think, if you buy 2 packages. I felt like I didn't need 2 packages, so I only got 1. So look at these. They are perfect. They already have the loop at the top. They're tied perfectly. This is the part that I always struggled with. Mine just did not look good. So we have a pre-made tassel to add to the end of our twine. So my glue gun is still heating up. I am going to grab my wire cutters because I do need to use some type of wire cutters to cut the end of this. And actually, I'm going to go grab my tier tray so that I don't make this. The Couture tier tray is white, and it only has 2 layers, whereas mine has 3. So mine will be a little bit longer than yours would be if you're using the Couture tray. But if you already have one, then you'll just want to adjust the height. So what I want to do, sorry, this is hard to get in the picture here. And I did see someone take the Couture white tray and sand it down, and it looks like this. It's gorgeous. And you could even just leave some of the white showing through. It would be beautiful. I'm going to get one just so I can try that, but since I already had this one, I didn't do that yet. Okay. So I'm going to want mine about this long. I'm making it the length of the tray, and then I'll cut some off and do the tassel. So set that over here. Tina, I'm sorry, what color are what? The tassels? Sorry, I got out of the camera. I'm just using my wire cutters to cut that wire. And then I'm going to grab my fabric scissors to cut the twine. So this is, let me see, how many feet? This is 7.5 feet. So I still have a lot left. You could do a lot with this. Oh, the tassels are just twine. It says natural jute. And it matches this perfectly. So now that I know how long I want this, that's going to tell me how far apart to put these. Because if you needed it to be really short, you would put them at an angle and you would put them a lot closer together. But if you want it longer, then you can put them like this so that they go along with the twine. And then you could make it long like that. So I think my heat gun is heated. So let's see here. I think I'm going to put like this maybe. Yes, because I want to vary the colors. So since I've got rust in this and rust in this, I'll put one at the top and one at the bottom. So let's just put some, actually I'm going to put the glue on the twine instead of on the pumpkin so that I can place it at an angle. And I really should have my little silicone mat underneath this. I'm going to grab that. So this is my silicone mat. See, I've got glue on here already. So if I put this underneath, then the glue comes right off of that silicone mat. All right. So then let's take our acorn and we're going to put it about right here. So let's just put in our hot glue there. And turn that the opposite direction. Thank you, Tina. I think it's going to be so cute. So fun for fall decor. And if you wanted to be really precise on where you place these, you could tie this to the top of your tier tray and then glue it while it's hanging to get it just right. But we're just guesstimating. And then because this is wired, I can tweak it a little bit to make it shorter if I want to, or move those around. Okay, so then let me grab tier tray again. Oh, here's another little tip. These little cubes are from Dollar Tree. So when you put things inside your tier tray, you can put these down first so you can see. I'm trying to get in the camera. So if you put it there and then you set, like I'll put 4 or 5 here and then set, say, a pumpkin on top of it, and then it raises it up and so you can see it better. So just a little nifty tip. Okay, so if I put this up here and then I put these here, then I want my tassel to be right underneath that leaf. Or I could actually bring it up this way. So let's see. And here, and I'm going to put the tassel about right there. So I think what I want to do, so this has a spot in the middle where I can run this wire through, I believe. Let's see. You can do that. I'm just going to, so this is what the inside, you've got this wire inside, so I'm just undoing this and I'm slipping that wire right through the middle of that tassel. You can see that. And then I bend this around. Let's go up a little higher. So then I bend my wire around so that the tassel is straight up and down. And I'm going to wrap this around. And I'm going to run it through the wire, or through the center again. And then I'll cut it off. Let's see if I can get it through there again. It was much easier to get through there the first time. we are going to, there's no needle. It's still right here. Here it is. All right, plan B. We're going to take the wire out. And we're going to cut it off. And then I'm going to thread this through. Might only be able to get one of these strands. Let's see if we can get all three. In our needle, we can. All right, so let's run this through. And I have to go back to one strand. There we go. Okay, so I pulled all three strands through there. And then I'm going to just go around again. See if I can get those through there. They're about to come out of my needle. So I'm trying to get a lot of strands through the middle. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to snip this off. And I'm going to snip the top of this, which is this loop. I'm going to snip that off. And there we have our tassel. Isn't that cute? Okay, so tomorrow we will make the tier tray pieces to go along with it. And so I hope you will join. Thanks so much for watching and have an awesome day.